Okay, good afternoon. Prashant, roll number 57. Hello. 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 हाँ प्रशांत. प्रशांत नागने. गायत्री सुडके. बरोबर. प्रियंका पवार. रोल नंबर 44. Sureka, have you solved that problem?
Yes, sir.
सॉल्व केला का तो प्रॉब्लेम?
हो सर.
त्याचा आन्सर सांगा की मला.
$520 ते आले.
520. ओके, विल क्रॉस चेक. किती ते?
सर 33.6 into 10 raised to 7 आहे.
33.6 into 10 raised to 7.
हा सर.
ओके, आपण चेक करूया. आन्सर 205 च्या आसपास येत नाही कोणाचं?
नाही सर.
नाही का? ओके, त्या क्वेश्चन मधला आन्सर चुकीचा होता म्हणाले. ओके, लेट इट बी. Now the correct answer is we will cross check again. I will cross check and I will give to you. मैं ही खुद ही सॉल्व करके क्रॉस चेक करके मैं आपको वो करेक्ट आंसर दे दूंगा. Okay, now today onwards we are going to start the second section. Section 2, it is related to the dynamic. What we have seen in last few lectures, you can check it. Up till now we have completed 41 lectures, 41 to 42 lectures we have completed. In that we have completed section 1. In section 1, first chapter we have completed, that is the CGMI. Second chapter we have completed the resultant, finding the resultant and location of a resultant. Third chapter we have completed related to the equilibrium. Fourth chapter we have completed related to the process. Now in this, all these previous three chapters, or I can put in this way, first chapter, second chapter and third chapter except CGMI, all the chapters are dependent on a resolution and composition. You can check it. If you are able to find out movement, definitely you will get correct answer. Movement भी आपको शायद समझ में आ गया होगा. So summation of f of x and summation of f of y is not that way difficult part, but many times students are get confused in finding movement. So it's my request is that you try to solve as much as problems in the assignment booklet. जितना हो सके उतना प्रॉब्लम असाइनमेंट बुकलेट में से सॉल्व करो, ताकि आपका परफेक्शन मूवमेंट पे आना चाहिए. हाउ वी आर फाइंडिंग द मूवमेंट. So first 3 chapters are totally dependent on that. If you understood what is mean by resolution and what is mean by composition, cos theta horizontal क्यों होता है, sin theta vertical क्यों होता है, force into perpendicular distance कैसे फाइंड आउट किया जाता है, क्लॉकवाइज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज मूवमेंट, रिजोल्यूशन के वक्त जो साइंस हमने यूज किए थे वो मूवमेंट में नहीं क्यों नहीं यूज करने चाहिए, ये सभी बातें आपको समझ में आनी चाहिए. तभी जाके आप फर्स्ट चैप्टर, सेकंड चैप्टर एंड थर्ड चैप्टर यू कैन इजीली गेट द करेक्ट आंसर. आपको आंसर्स करेक्ट मिल जाएंगे. अदरवाइज यू नो दैट इफ यू मेड अ स्मॉल मिस्टेक आल्सो, डेफिनेटली द लास्ट आंसर बिकम रॉन्ग वन एंड यू विल गेट 0 मार्क्स इन दैट. और स्टेप्स दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू गिव अ सिंगल मार्क्स टू यू. आपने एक स्टेप लिखा है, 2 स्टेप लिखा है, 3 स्टेप लिखा है और लास्ट का आंसर गलत हुआ है, ऐसा तो कभी कोई सुनता नहीं है. बिकॉज द पेपर टॉक्स हियर. जब भी हम पेपर आपका चेक करेंगे तब हम आपसे थोड़ी कांटेक्ट करेंगे. So directly whatever there in the paper, that on that basis we are giving the mark. So remember one thing, that the final answer should be a correct one. Then and then you will get the full marks. Otherwise you will not get a single mark. If suppose that they have asked us one question for 7 marks, you will get either 7 or either 0. So remember this, either 0 or 7 marks you are going to get. So you should have a perfection in your calculator. कैलकुलेशंस जो है उसमें आपका परफेक्शन होना चाहिए. आपकी जो थोरो नॉलेज है उसमें, थोरो जो नॉलेज है, फॉर एग्जांपल साइन के बारे में बोलो, बाद में रिजोल्यूशन के बारे में बोलो, तो वो जो परफेक्शन है वो परफेक्शन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. तभी जाके आपके फर्स्ट, सेकंड एंड थर्ड चैप्टर यू विल गेट करेक्ट आंसर. तो फोर्थ चैप्टर इज वेरी सिंपल अगेन. उधर खाली डिस्टेंसेस फाइंड आउट करने हैं और उधर भी बहुत थोड़े फॉर्मूलेज है. स्टैंडर्ड लैमिनाज के थोड़े बहुत फॉर्मूलेज है. रेक्टेंगल के लिए कुछ है, बाद में सर्कल के लिए है, हाफ सर्कल के लिए, क्वाड्रेंट ऑफ सर्कल, राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल एंड आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल और रेगुलर ट्रायंगल. उसके लिए हर एक का मूवमेंट का एक फॉर्मूला है, सेंट्रॉइड का एक फॉर्मूला है. उस सेंट्रॉइड के हिसाब से आपको उस लैमिना को कंसीडर करके, स्टैंडर्ड लैमिना को कंसीडर करके कंपोजिट लैमिना का आपको सेंट्रॉइड एंड मूवमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया फाइंड आउट करना है. सो दैट वे इफ आई वांट टू डू पुट the first section is totally dependent on the first three equations, summation of f of x is equal to 0, summation of f of y is equal to 0, and summation of m is equal to 0. And third, in that third this is CGMI. Then definitely in a CGMI there are different equations are there that I will not explain here. You know this. And how to find out CGMI and finding a moment of inertia, their formulas are there. I will not explain. But overall I can say that only few formulas are there. On that basis you can definitely find out the correct answers in that chapter. Okay, so similarly in the second section also only few formulas are there. जितने formulas आपको फर्स्ट सेक्शन में देखने को मिले हैं उतने और I can say below that उससे भी कम formulas सेकंड सेक्शन में है. Now today I'm not going to explain what is mean by dynamics and all these stuffs related to the theoretical part. I will not explain, because the theoretical part meanwhile you can easily understood when we are solving the numericals. But at the same time just in dynamics part what is there I will explain to you. Okay, so dynamics is nothing but where displacement, velocity, acceleration, time and forces are there. These 5 terms when there is going to consider, then that part is called as a dynamics. If I am going to consider these many terms, मेरे को खाली displacement, velocity, acceleration and time के बारे में देखना है, so I can say it is a kinematics. This is called as a kinematics. And if I wanted to see this all these terms, displacement, velocity, acceleration, time and force, then I can call it as a kinetics. Kinematics and kinetics. So very simple definition. The study of any body under motion is called as a dynamics. It is a branch of physics. If you wanted to put the definition in a scientific way, it is a branch of any physics in which we can do a study of a body under a motion. Then such types of a study is called as a dynamics, or such type of a study is called as a dynamic study. In a static part, when the body is under a rest condition or on the verge of a motion, these two terms are very important. When the body is on the rest condition or on the verge of a motion, such type of a study is called as a static. In a static, we never seen displacement, velocity and acceleration. कभी भी हमने ऐसे term सुने ही नहीं है. Displacement आपने सुना नहीं है, velocity, acceleration, time हमने सुना नहीं है. खाली हमने force की term देखी है. So we have deal with only force in the section first. In a section second, few terms we have required to include. That terms already I have mentioned, that is nothing but displacement, velocity, acceleration and time. Now to start about this, what is mean by displacement I will explain to you. What is mean by displacement? In 12th you have completed this initial study. Still we will see that a displacement and distance is having a difference. Displacement and distance is having difference. displacement is nothing but the distance between the initial position and final position. That difference, or I can put in way, a difference between initial position and final position. This is called as a displacement. Initial position and final position, that is called as a displacement. Suppose that I went to Pandharpur from my location from this college, and again I came back to this institute. My displacement is a 0. Again I am repeating this. Suppose that I am at a Gopalpur. I went to Pandharpur for some reason. And again I came back. I went there and I came back here. So for going 5 kilometer distance, coming back 5 kilometer distance. So total 10 kilometer distance I have covered. I have covered 10 kilometer distance. But if I say displacement, or I can say my displacement is a 0. I can say my displacement, in this case it is a 0, and my distance covered is a 10 kilometer. So 5 from this location to this location, this location to this location, my distance covered is a 10 kilometer, but displacement is 0. So I can put the definition of displacement is the difference between initial position and final position is called as a displacement, and this displacement is a vector quantity. This displacement is a vector quantity, just like in a force. फोर्स को मैग्नीट्यूड है, डायरेक्शन है, इसीलिए डिस्प्लेसमेंट को भी मैग्नीट्यूड है एंड डायरेक्शन है. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू आर स्टैंडिंग एट दिस लोकेशन, आप इधर खड़े हैं, आप इधर जाके 5 किलोमीटर आ गए, इधर गए 5 किलोमीटर और वापस में 6 किलोमीटर आ गए, इधर इस लोकेशन पे आ गया. सो आई कैन से दैट माय डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज -1 किलोमीटर. I can say my displacement is -1 kilometer because I have considered displacement towards the right side is a positive and displacement towards the left side it is a negative. Just like in a force, displacement in the right direction it is a positive, means force, what we have sign convention which we have used, same sign conventions we can use here. So I can put in this way, displacement is a vector quantity, but distance is not a vector quantity. Distance is not a vector quantity. If I come here also 6 kilometers, so 6 plus 5, so it is 11 kilometer distance I have covered. 11 kilometer distance I have covered, but displacement I have covered -1 kilometer. So remember that the displacement is a vector quantity, distance is not a vector quantity. Clear? Okay, so remember this, or you can write the first definition. Write down the first definition, displacement, because these 3 definition I will give it to you. आपको मैं लिख के दे दूंगा. So displacement, the difference between initial position to final position, the difference between initial position, the difference between initial position and final position is called as displacement. The difference between initial position and final position is called as a displacement. Displacement, below write down, it is always represented by S. Remember that, henceforth whatever the symbol S is there, that is nothing but displacement. It is always represented by S. जर बोर्ड वर नाही बघितलं तर तुम्ही YES लेचाल. S is nothing but, okay, so S, it is always represented by S, and below write down, it is a vector quantity just like a force. It is a vector quantity just like a force. It is a vector quantity just like in a force. Okay. Now below write down, just I will make the difference. Definition of distance. Definition of distance. The length covered between initial and final position. Length covered between initial position and final position is called as distance. Is called as a distance, and it is represented by d, small d. Okay. Now mention below, this is a scalar quantity, or it is a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity. Okay. Now below write down the definition of velocity. Write down the definition of velocity. Now very simple definition I will put in front of you. The rate of change of displacement with, or the rate of change of displacement is called as a velocity. The rate of change of displacement. The rate of change of displacement is called as a velocity. Rate of change of displacement is called as a velocity. It is always represented by phi. Phi for final velocity, phi for final velocity, and u for initial velocity. It is always represented by phi for final velocity and u for initial velocity. Now, initial velocity, the definition is remain same. दोनों का डेफिनेशन सेम ही है, हाल हमने सेग्रीगेट किया है इनिशियल एंड फाइनल वेलोसिटी. Now can I say that the velocity is also a vector quantity? Can I say that velocity is also a vector quantity? Abhangra, rule number 1. Can I say velocity is a vector quantity?
Yes, sir. It is a vector quantity.
Correct. If displacement itself it is a vector quantity, if displacement is a vector quantity, definitely velocity is also a vector quantity, because velocity is a dependent on a displacement. Velocity is a dependent on a displacement. Displacement ही नहीं होगा तो velocity 0 होगी. तो displacement vector quantity है, इसलिए velocity is also a vector quantity. Remember this. So all the rules which are applicable for a vector, or which is applicable for a force, which is applicable for a displacement, they are applicable for a velocity. Clear? Now there are two types of any velocity. Suppose that you went from this location. I will put here Gopalpur to Pandharpur. It is not possible. I am saying that it is not possible to move from Gopalpur to Pandharpur with a constant velocity. It is not possible. Suppose that velocity is a 20 meter per second. आपने बहुत कम velocity लिया है, तभी आप जाके देख लीजिए 20 मीटर पर सेकंड से आप गोपालपुर से पंढरपुर नहीं जाएंगे, क्योंकि टर्न रहते हैं, कुछ तो आगे से व्हीकल आ रही है, कुछ भी इशू हो रह सकते हैं. तो इट इज क्वाइट डिफिकल्ट फॉर पर्सन टू डू द स्टडी ऑफ सच टाइप्स ऑफ एनी डायनामिक एनालिसिस. इसका स्टडी करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है. इसलिए क्या किया जाता है कि देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ एनी वेलोसिटी वी आर कंसीडरिंग. फर्स्ट इज द एवरेज वेलोसिटी. एवरेज and second is the instantaneous velocity. There are two types of velocity we are considering. One is the average velocity. Average velocity means I will consider after 1 minute, every 1 minute, I will calculate the velocity and I will divide by that time. I will consider after 1 minute, or it depends on you. After 1 hour, after 30 minutes, you will calculate the speed or the velocity of the vehicle. आपने इधर velocity measure की, इधर velocity measure की, इधर velocity measure की, और उसका average निकाल दिया. So for that type of a study, we can call as an average velocity. And instantaneous velocity means for a particular period of time, very short period of time, if I measure the velocity, then that velocity is called as an instantaneous velocity. मैं इस प्रोसेस में किधर भी जाके वेलोसिटी मेजर किया विद इन फ्रैक्शन ऑफ टाइम, आपने खाली देख लिया कि नाउ इट इज अ विद इन मीन्स आप इस लोकेशन पे खड़े हैं और व्हीकल इधर से जा रही है, एट दैट ऑफ टाइम कितना इस व्हीकल का वेलोसिटी है. जस्ट लाइक यानी आप F1 कार का जो रेस देखते हैं ना, तो आपको देखो वो गाड़ी कितना फास्ट रहता है. सो विद इन सेकंड दे आर मूविंग सो फास्ट, इतना फास्ट होता है कि हमें देखना भी पॉसिबल नहीं रहता. सो दैट वेलोसिटी वी कैन कॉल एज एन इंस्टेंटेनियस वेलोसिटी. So if I measure the velocity within a short period of time and if I calculated that velocity is called as an instantaneous velocity. And we are considering only instantaneous velocity during our dynamic study. So remember, this statement is very important. We are not going to consider average velocity. We are going to consider for our dynamic study, it is an instantaneous velocity. So write it down this. For a dynamic study, we are going to consider instantaneous velocity. We are going to consider instantaneous velocity, not average velocity. Instantaneous velocity, not average velocity. Clear? Okay, that graph I will explain later. After acceleration I will explain so that you will get idea. Okay, so next definition, write down acceleration. Third part you are required to write acceleration. Before that, I will not give the definition. What is mean by speed? So you don't make confusion in speed and velocity. Speed is nothing but rate of change of distance with respect to time. Rate of change of distance with respect to time. dd divided by dt. D stands for distance. Sorry, D stands for distance. So remember that speed is nothing but rate of change of distance. Remember this. So many times we are get confused with these two words. What is the speed and what is the velocity? So speed is rate of change of distance, and velocity is rate of change of displacement. Okay. Now next is the acceleration. Acceleration definition is also simple. Rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of a velocity is called as an acceleration. So write down the definition. Definition is very simple. Rate of change of displacement, rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. So write down below, A is equal to dv upon dt. A is equal to dv upon dt. In displacement you write, in velocity also you require to mention this, ds upon dt. आपने ये मेंशन करना बहुत जरूरी है. मैथमेटिकल वे you are required to mention this. V is equal to ds upon dt and A is equal to dv upon dt. A is equal to dv upon dt. Rate of change of velocity is called as an acceleration. Now again, acceleration is a vector quantity because velocity is a vector quantity and acceleration is dependent on velocity, so acceleration is also a vector quantity. So whatever the rules are applicable to the velocity for vector, vector के जो भी rules है वो acceleration को applicable है. Now acceleration may be a positive or a negative, just like in a velocity. Velocity may be a positive, velocity may be a negative. Displacement may be a positive, displacement may be a negative. Similar way, acceleration may be a positive or may be a negative. हो सकता है क्योंकि वेक्टर क्वांटिटी पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव रहती है, उसका डायरेक्शन रिप्रेजेंट करता है. नेगेटिव साइन और पॉजिटिव साइन रिप्रेजेंट डायरेक्शन ऑफ अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. So that negative acceleration, this term you require to remember, negative acceleration is called as a deceleration. Negative acceleration is called as a deceleration. We can call it as a deceleration. So write it down, this negative acceleration is also called as a deceleration. Negative acceleration minus A is called as a deceleration or retardation. Deceleration or retardation. Clear? Now you are required to tell a few things related to this. Priyanka?
Sir?
Any question related to this?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, so retardation, already I have mentioned that. Now, before starting to the next, just to clarify some things. Now, because there is a confusion in your mind, वो हमेशा आपके मन में confusion रहता है. So suppose that I have said the vehicle is moving with a constant acceleration. What is the meaning or how we can draw the graph? Suppose that I have drawn this graph, it is a constant acceleration. हम गाड़ी कभी कभी कांस्टेंट एक्सेलरेशन पे एक्सेलरेट कर रहे हैं, ऐसा हम सपोज कर रहे हैं कि कांस्टेंट एक्सेलरेशन मींस एक्सेलरेशन इज अ 2 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर. वो व्हीकल 2 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर से जा रही है, तो वेलोसिटी क्या होगी? बढ़ती रहेगी क्या वेलोसिटी कांस्टेंट रहेगी? Anyone is going to give the answer?
Zero.
No. If acceleration is a constant, उसका मीनिंग ये रहता है कि the velocity is a continuously increasing. I will give a simple example to you. आपकी गाड़ी 2 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर के एक्सेलरेशन से जा रही है, इसका मतलब फर्स्ट 1 सेकंड में आपके गाड़ी की वेलोसिटी 2 मीटर पर सेकंड है. फर्स्ट सेकंड में, सेकंड सेकंड में वेलोसिटी 4 हो गई, थर्ड सेकंड में इसकी वेलोसिटी 6 हो गई, फोर्थ सेकंड में इसकी वेलोसिटी 8 हो गई. Are you understanding? So to maintain the acceleration constant, I have required to increase the velocity. Clear this concept? हम कभी कभी बोलते हैं गाड़ी को एक्सेलरेट करो, इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है कि एक्सेलरेशन बढ़ाओ. You are required to increase the acceleration. So remember this. So when the acceleration is a constant, the velocity should required to increase. There are 3 types of an motion. Basically, if I wanted to classify the motion में 3 टाइप में क्लासिफाई कर सकता हूं. एक मोशन है कांस्टेंट एक्सेलरेशन की. एक कांस्टेंट एक्सेलरेशन कैसा रहता है? फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ आई ड्रॉप द चॉक इन अ डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन, आप देख लीजिएगा इस पे कांस्टेंट एक्सेलरेशन एक्ट होता है ड्यू टू अ ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स. और ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स का कांस्टेंट एक्सेलरेशन कितना है? हम जी से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, वो 9.81 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर है. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? हम बोलते हैं W इज इक्वल टू mg. G स्टैंड फॉर acceleration due to gravity. G stand for acceleration due to a gravity. Remember this. And such types of motions are called as constant acceleration motions. So if I drop the chalk from this location, initial velocity of the chalk is a 0. But if it is, if you observe this, it is continuously increasing. ये ग्राउंड तक जाते वक्त इसका वेलोसिटी बहुत इंक्रीज हो जाता है, इसलिए तो स्पेस में से आने वाले जो पार्टिकल्स रहते हैं उसका वेलोसिटी ट्रिमेंडस रहता है अर्थ पे आते तक. क्लियर? बिकॉज दे आर फॉलिंग अंडर ग्रेविटी, ग्रेविटी के कारण ही होता है. So first type of a motion I can call as a constant acceleration type of a motion. Second type I will put here constant velocity. हम velocity constant रख सकते हैं. For example, our vehicle is moving with 40 meter per second. My velocity for temporary period of time I can maintain a constant. I can maintain a velocity constant. So at that time how the graph will be there? Suppose that if I draw the velocity versus time graph, velocity if I maintain constant, what is going to happen to the acceleration? Is it a 0 or it is increasing or it is a decreasing?
Sir, here it is 0.
Correct. So in this case, if the velocity is a constant, it means that rate of change of velocity is a 0, because velocity कुछ change ही नहीं हो रही है. प्रीवियसली 2 मीटर पर सेकंड थी, अभी 1 सेकंड के बाद 2 मीटर पर सेकंड है. 1 सेकंड के बाद आप मेरे को बताओ व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन? रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट 2 - 2 डिवाइडेड बाय 1, so it is a 0. So here in this case I can say that acceleration is a completely 0 with respect to time. Acceleration is a completely 0 if the velocity remains constant. Clear this? And third type of a motion I can call it is variable velocity and variable acceleration. Variable velocity or acceleration. A variable velocity means our regular day to day activity. हमारा व्हीकल का वेलोसिटी भी कांस्टेंट नहीं रह सकता और एक्सेलरेशन भी कांस्टेंट नहीं रह सकता. आप व्हीकल पे बैठे हैं, कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी भी आप 1 मिनट 2 मिनट के ऊपर नहीं रख सकते और एक्सेलरेशन भी आप कांस्टेंट नहीं रह सकते. So I can say that it is a variable acceleration and variable velocity. So this graph will vary. आप v versus t ग्राफ निकालो तो ये ऐसा वेरी हो जाएगा. ये वर्सेस t ग्राफ निकालो, ये ऐसा कुछ तो वेरी होता रहेगा. अरे so in actual practices variable velocity and acceleration exist. Constant velocity and constant acceleration does not permanently exist, but for I can say motion under gravity at that time constant acceleration definitely exists. Constant velocity meanwhile for short period of time it may going to exist. There is a few examples. Suppose that speed of fan is rotating with a constant velocity. Fan is rotating with a constant velocity. There are some exception. I can't say that. There are some examples. They are having a constant velocity. Okay, so these are the 3 types of an motion, and we have required to solve the problems related to these 3 types of an motion. So write it down below. There are 3 types of an motions. There are 3 types of an motions. There are 3 types of an motions. First one, constant acceleration. Constant acceleration. Second one, constant velocity. Constant velocity. And third one, variable velocity, variable acceleration. Variable velocity, variable acceleration. If you can't remember these things, just draw this graph which I have shown on the board. जो ग्राफ मैंने बोर्ड पे रखे हैं, ड्रॉ किए हैं, वो आप ड्रॉ कर लीजिए. आपको समझ में आ गया है तो, नहीं तो आपको कंटिन्यूसली ये आपके दिमाग में रहेगा तो डेफिनेटली यू डोंट रिक्वायर टू ड्रॉ दिस डायग्राम। जो डायग्राम मैंने बोर्ड पे ड्रॉ किए हैं वो ड्रॉ करो। वेरी सिंपल, वेरिएबल एक्सेलरेशन के फर्स्ट डायग्राम्स जो इस साइड के डायग्राम्स है वो वेरिएबल सॉरी कांस्टेंट एक्सेलरेशन, सेकंड कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी एंड थर्ड इज द वेरिएबल एक्सेलरेशन, वेरिएबल वेलोसिटी। Okay, now just one definition we will see because that is not included in our syllabus, that is called as a jerk. What is mean by jerk? आपण कधी कधी म्हणतो बघा गाडी लय jerk मारते बाबा, म्हणतो असं कधी कधी. So jerk is nothing but a simplest definition.
Sudden movement.
हाँ
Sudden movement.
हाँ sudden movement, or I can put in mathematical way rate of change of acceleration. Rate of change of acceleration is a jerk. It is not in our syllabus, but maybe they will ask one question, MCQ question on this, if what is mean by jerk. Okay, so jerk is nothing but dA upon dt, rate of change of acceleration with respect to time. Clear? Now in this way a somewhat theoretical part related to the dynamics initial part we have completed. Now we will solve the equations. जो equations है, जो basic equation है वो कैसे आते हैं वो मैं बताऊंगा आपको अभी, वो बहुत ही important है. There are only 3 equations. आपको मैं सस्पेंस में नहीं रखूंगा. जितने इक्वेशंस हमने देखे थे स्टैटिक्स में, कौन से इक्वेशन, समेशन ऑफ एफ ऑफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू 0, समेशन ऑफ एफ ऑफ वाई एंड समेशन ऑफ एम इज इक्वल टू 0 फॉर इक्विलिब्रियम. बट समेशन ऑफ एफ ऑफ एक्स, समेशन ऑफ एफ ऑफ वाई एंड समेशन ऑफ एम, ये 3 इक्वेशन स्टैटिक्स के थे. वैसे ही 3 इक्वेशन इसमें है, मीन्स डायनामिक्स में है. एस इज इक्वल टू ut plus 1/2 at square, phi square minus u square is equal to twice as, and phi minus u is equal to at. These 3 equations, when acceleration is equal to constant, when acceleration is equal to constant and s is equal to vt, when velocity is equal to constant, means only 4 equations are there in your second section for kinematics part. On these 4 equations we are required to solve the numericals. Remember that. How it is going to come I will explain to you now, but ये लिख लीजिए किधर, तो ये लिख लीजिए इक्वेशंस किधर, तो लिख लीजिए कि s is equal to ut plus 1/2 at square, v square minus u square is equal to twice as, v minus u is equal to at. Acceleration is a constant. When acceleration is equal to constant, these equations we are required to consider. And s is equal to v into t. S is equal to v into t. When velocity remains constant, means constant velocity के ये formulas है. हमने अभी motions देखे हैं, types of motion में velocity remains constant, acceleration remains constant. Now how it is going to come? It is very simple. बहुत ही सिंपल है. आपको भी लगेगा कि इतने सिंपली हाउ दे हैव डिराइव्ड दिस इक्वेशन. तो फर्स्ट इक्वेशन विल टेक फ्रॉम दिस. ये इक्वेशन कैसा आया देख लीजिएगा. आपको पता है व्हाट इज ए. ये इज नथिंग बट dv अपॉन dt. ये इज नथिंग बट dv अपॉन dt. यू ट्रांसफर dt हियर. a into dt is equal to dv. Put the integration. And these are the definite integral, not indefinite integral. Initial velocity u I will consider, final velocity I will consider v. Initial time start from 0 and final time I will represent by t. here from the definition itself we have derived this equation. A is equal to dv upon dt. Dt I have transmitted on another side of equal sign dv, and I put this equation in a definite integral, and just do the definite integral. A into t is equal to v minus u, final velocity, final minus initial. So you can put here v minus u is equal to at. Clear? So you write down this. So first equation we have completed in this way. A is equal to dv upon dt. Then do a definite integral. U stands for initial velocity, v stands for final velocity. Do the integration. A into dt is equal to v minus u. So v minus u is equal to at. So this equation we have completed first. Now second equation we will complete. सेकंड इक्वेशन, तो s इज इक्वल टू ut प्लस n हाफ एट स्क्वायर कैसा आता है वो मैं बताऊंगा अभी. So I know that what is v is equal to ds upon dt. Yes, v is equal to ds upon dt. Now can I put instead of v there, जो उधर का v है उधर मैं ये पुट कर सकता हूं क्या, देख लीजिए, u प्लस at इज इक्वल टू ds. कैन आई पुट और नॉट? सेकंड इक्वेशन.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, v इज इक्वल टू ds अपॉन dt. ऑलरेडी v आई हैव फाउंड आउट, v इज इक्वल टू u प्लस at, so u प्लस at. नाउ sorry, at upon ds upon dt is there. So can I make somewhat arrangement in this way? Dt I will transfer here, or I will put here ds is equal to u dt plus at into dt. Can I do this? Just I have made the simplification, and just I did integration. Displacement definite integral I will put here 0 to s. Time I will put 0 to t, 0 to t. So s is equal to ut plus, here if I do the integration it is 1/2 at square. Check it. Integration you can check it. ds integration I have kept from 0 to s, and time integration definitely 0 to t. U into t, at integration if I did here, and if I put the limit, I have written this directly, but after integration and after putting initial and final limit, then you will get this equation. So s is equal to ut plus 1/2 at square. So in this way, second equation also we have completed from a definition of a displacement. Definition of a velocity. From a definition of a velocity. So complete it. If you are not understanding this, let me know. आप मेरे को बता दीजिए, मेरे को वो समझ में नहीं आया, लेकिन उसमें ऐसा कुछ मैंने रॉकेट साइंस टाइप कुछ बताया ही नहीं है. वेरी सिंपल इंटीग्रेशंस आर देयर. So I don't feel that कि nobody has understood this. Okay, now last equation just I have required to explain. Just last equation just I have required to explain. So v square minus u square is equal to twice s. वो कैसा आता है देख लीजिए. आपको डेफिनेशन एक ही पता है, ये इज इक्वल टू dv अपॉन dt. Can I make just a simplification here? dv upon ds into ds upon dt. Chain rule. ds get cancelled. Am I right or wrong? Instead of dv upon dt, can I make a simplification? dv upon ds into ds upon dt. Clear? तो मैं इसको इस तरीके से लिख सकता हूं क्या, देख लीजिए. ये इज इक्वल टू ds अपॉन dt इज नथिंग बट v. ds अपॉन dt इज नथिंग बट v एंड dv इंटू ds. ये इज इक्वल टू v इंटू dv अपॉन ds. मैं ऐसा लिख सकता हूं.
Yes.
Okay. Now just a simplification you do here. How? a into ds integration is equal to v into dv integration. इंटीग्रेशन के लिमिट्स क्या रहेंगे? ds के 0 to s u and v. इंटीग्रेशन के लिमिट क्या रहेंगे? 0 to s and initial velocity and final velocity. After integration you can check it. After integration it will come a into s is equal to p square divided by 2 final limit minus u square divided by 2. Is it correct or wrong? a into s is equal to p square divided by 2 minus u square divided by 2. Now just make a simplification of this equation. P square minus u square is equal to twice as. So in this way, three equations I have shown here. On board it is there. बोर्ड पे लिखे हैं, तीनों भी इक्वेशन आपके सामने हैं. मैंने कैसे डिराइव किए ये भी बता दिया है हमने. तो दीज इक्वेशंस आर वेरी सिंपल. ऐसा कोई इसमें बिग थिंग्स नहीं है कि वो समझ ही नहीं पा रहे आप. So remember this thing. So all three equation how I have derived I have explained to you. Now next part it is nothing but for constant velocity के इक्वेशन जो है वो हम देख लेंगे. Now can I make this? Can I erase this? I will wipe this all these things from this board. जो derivation है वो सब कुछ मैं erase कर लेता हूँ. Okay. Now constant velocity का फॉर्मूला. तो आप देख लीजिए, if constant velocity is remain constant, ये 0 आएगा, acceleration 0 आएगा. So what is the formula? S is equal to ut. ये तीनों फॉर्मूले से ही मैंने डिराइव किया है, ये देख लीजिए. बाद में ये पे velocity is remain constant, initial velocity and final velocity remain constant 0. If velocity remains constant, u is equal to v get cancel, it is 0. Means out of this three equation only one equation is going to generate. समझ में आ गया क्या नहीं? आगे ना मैं रिपीट बताता हूँ. Suppose that v minus u is equal to at है, फाइनल वेलोसिटी v है, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी u है. लेकिन if the velocity remain constant, initial velocity is also final velocity or final velocity is also initial velocity. Are you understanding? Suppose that initial velocity is a 10, final velocity is 10, initial velocity is also 10. So 10 get cancelled. This equation becomes 0 now. Similarly here also 10 square minus 10 square is equal to twice as. So this also becomes 0. Means out of these three equations, if the velocity remain constant, only one equation generates. That is nothing but s is equal to ut or vt, because u and v remains same in this condition. So write it down here. From above three equation, if a velocity remain constant, only one equation generates, that is S is equal to Vt. That is S is equal to Vt. Okay. Now in this way we have completed a theoretical part of this chapter. खाली इक्वेशंस कैसे आए हैं ये आपको मेरे को बताना था आज के लेक्चर में. बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट लेक्चर था क्योंकि ये इक्वेशन आपको शायद समझ में नहीं आया. तो आउट ऑफ 3 चैप्टर्स यू विल नॉट गेट अ सिंगल टर्म. तो आपको एक टर्म भी समझ में नहीं आएगी, एक सिंपल सी टर्म आपको समझ में नहीं आएगी. ओके. तो एनी डाउट रिलेटेड टू दिस अप टिल नाउ जो भी मैंने पढ़ाया है उसमें किसी को डाउट है क्या? किसी को क्वेश्चन?
No, sir.
Okay. Now we'll start some numericals related to the motion under gravity. Motion under gravity. So write down the heading. इसकी खासियत खाली बताता हूँ. Tomorrow we'll take another lecture and we'll complete this part now. Motion under gravity. This is also included in our assignment booklet. Assignment booklet में भी ऐसे है, ऐसा ही लिखा है उधर. ओके. नाउ सी हियर, कोई भी पार्टिकल होगा, आपने इस पार्टिकल को इधर से, एक बिल्डिंग है सपोज दैट दिस इज अ बिल्डिंग, इस पार्टिकल को आपने ड्रॉप कर दिया. इस पे कुछ फोर्स है क्या? फोर्स है, लेकिन उस पे ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स ही है. मैंने एक चॉक जो है ऊपर से नीचे ऐसा ड्रॉप कर दिया. ड्रॉप मैंने मतलब उसको इनिशियल वेलोसिटी 0, मैंने ऐसा थ्रो नहीं किया. थ्रो मतलब इनिशियल वेलोसिटी इज हैविंग समथिंग वैल्यू. इनिशियल वेलोसिटी का कुछ तो वैल्यू है, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं कि थ्रोइंग. ड्रॉपिंग मतलब आई हैव जस्ट लेफ्ट दिस चॉक. ड्यू टू अ ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स दिस चॉक इज मूविंग इन अ डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन. ऐसा नहीं कि इस पे फोर्स नहीं है, इस पे फोर्स है, लेकिन हम फोर्स के बारे में इधर सोचेंगे नहीं क्योंकि दैट इज द पार्ट ऑफ एन काइनेटिक्स. हम काइनेमेटिक्स देख रहे हैं, इसलिए हम खाली डिस्प्लेसमेंट, वेलोसिटी एंड एक्सेलरेशन के बारे में बताएंगे. नाउ द एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ दिस chalk or acceleration of this particle, I know that it is a g. It is a 9.81. So here, out of the 4 term S, V, A and T, this A is nothing but g. So only 3 terms are unknown. Remember this. मोशन अंडर ग्रेविटी टाइप अपने प्रॉब्लम. इस प्रॉब्लम का खासियत ये है कि इसमें आपका एक्सेलरेशन का वैल्यू पता है. आपकी एक्सेलरेशन की वैल्यू आपको फाइंड आउट नहीं करनी पड़ेगी क्योंकि वो एक्सेलरेशन ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स है. दैट एक्सेलरेशन इज अ ग्रेविटेशन ड्यू टू acceleration due to a gravitation, and that value I know that it is a 9.81 meter per second square. 9.81 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर. ये वैल्यू फाइनल है आपके पास. खाली आपको एक बात याद रखनी पड़ेगी, बिकॉज देयर इज अ साइन कन्वेंशन. एक्सेलरेशन को भी साइन कन्वेंशन रहता है. सो इफ द पार्टिकल इज मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द ग्रेविटेशन, आई कैन कंसिडर इट इज अ पॉजिटिव जी. आई कैन कंसिडर दैट इज अ पॉजिटिव जी. एंड इफ इट इज मूविंग अगेंस्ट ग्रेविटेशन, आई विल कंसिडर नेगेटिव जी. Are you understanding or not? Because I already explained that acceleration is a vector quantity. So whatever the rules are there or laws of vectors are there, that laws are applicable to acceleration. So we are required to consider a direction. And if it is moving in a downward direction towards a gravitational force, I will consider it is a positive. And if it is moving in against a gravitation, I will consider it is a negative G. So the equation will be changed here. S is equal to ut plus minus, I have required to write here 1/2 gt square. Instead of a, I have required to write g. If it is moving towards the gravitation, positive. If it is moving against the gravitation, it is a negative. So v square minus u square is equal to plus minus twice gs, and v minus u is equal to plus minus gt. These are the 3 equations. Here velocity will not remain constant. So 4th equation is not applicable in this case. Only 3 equations we are required to remember. and these three equations is remain same as the previous equation. Instead of A, there is only G, and positive and negative signs we are required to consider. So write it down this under motion under gravity. In this type of an motion, on a particle, gravitational force exerts on a particle, and that acceleration, or sorry, full stop, the acceleration produced by gravitational force, is constant, and the value of that is 9.81 meter per second square. 9.81 meter per second square. Okay. And sign conventions used. Below write down sign conventions used. Sign conventions are used below write down towards the gravitation, positive G plus G, write down towards the gravitation, or symbolically you represent. On board I have shown here downward positive, upward negative A. Downward positive, upward negative. Okay, in this way today we have completed a theoretical part of a kinematics part. After the completion of this, projectile का कुछ तो problems रहते हैं, पहले हम इसके दो तीन problem complete करेंगे. After that we will go towards the projectile and we will complete the kinematics part first, and then we will turn towards the kinetics. So completion of syllabus, आपने शायद देखा होगा कि syllabus में second section बहुत डिडक्ट किया है. वो फाइनल कॉपी हमें भी नहीं मिली अभी तक. मीन्स डिडक्शन मीन्स आपको शायद पता है कि 80% सिलेबस रखा है. प्रीवियसली जो सिलेबस था 100% में से 20% डिडक्शन किया है, और वो डिडक्शन किया हुआ पोर्शन वो सेकंड सेक्शन का है. सो कंप्लीशन ऑफ एन सेकंड सेक्शन इज पॉसिबल बिफोर 20 के पहले मैं ये सेकंड सेक्शन आपको कंप्लीट करके 20 के पहले ही कंप्लीट करूंगा विथ नो आई कैन से भाग दौड़. ऐसा फास्ट लेके मैं कंप्लीट नहीं करूंगा. विथ यूअर स्पेस आई एम गोइंग टू कंप्लीट दिस सिलेबस. किसी को कुछ डाउट होगा, कुछ क्वेश्चंस होंगे तो उसी टाइम पूछो आप, क्योंकि बाद में क्या हो जाता है कि एक बार लिंक टूट गई तो बाद में वही क्वेश्चन हम नहीं सॉल्व करेंगे. क्लियर? ओके, so we'll stop here for today's lecture. If anybody is having any question, any doubt related to this theoretical part, let me, or you can ask me now. Otherwise we will stop. Okay, we'll stop for this today's lecture. Thank you very much.